Hi, what's up guys? My name is Karel Pravec, also known as Silver Fox. Today we're going to talk about sort of how do you react when somebody sets up a takedown with a good kick and you have no time to sprawl. So Jonathan throws a kick and then he comes in with the head on the outside. When somebody comes in head on the outside, I generally wrap his neck, and as he's driving me down, I wind up in a powerful guillotine. Now, there's a variety of guillotines that you can use. You have your, just stay down. Sure. So I have shallow guillotine. Let's turn around so people can see. This is shallow guillotine, okay? I have 5-finger guillotine. 5-finger guillotine, guys, is if I'm in a clinch, I can do this standing, I can do this on the ground. The weakness of this guillotine is that it's basically the whole structure depends on only your fingers, which is not a strong grip. So you always reinforce it with your head. So now this becomes a very strong grip. The best part about the 5-finger guillotine, you're not vulnerable to Von Flue counter choke. So I can do it from a very bad position. For example, from here, it still works. Now, should this fail, I will always frame and regard. And one of my favorites, especially you saw in some of the faster videos, lay down for me for a second. Let's get the camera on this side. So if I wrap and I don't quite have, sometimes I can do a one-handed guillotine, but I did not get deep enough on this. I like to call this the iron fist. Very, very strong guillotine. One of my favorites, and usually this is a very useful one when you have somebody that you did not get a great wrap on his head. All right, let's look at the iron fist again, because not a lot of people are familiar with it. So I didn't get a deep wrap on Jonathan's neck. That's okay. I bring my fist to the carotid. I don't try to crush the trachea. I'm focusing on the carotid. And you can have it knuckles down or sideways. It doesn't matter. You can do this from the bottom. You can do this from the top. And all I do now is bring. So this is the movement I'm doing with this. It's also known as a no-gi Ezekiel. When somebody sets up a really good shot, right? When they shoot head on the outside, they get a really good drive on the takedown. The problem with that approach is if you have a guy that's got a good guillotine, they usually wrap the head, and now you're potentially in trouble because obviously you can get choked, or at least with the head control, you can sweep the person. So a lot of guys start to shoot with the head on the inside. So Jonathan is shooting. I don't have an opportunity for the guillotine. However, I always try to put my foot on the hips, stretch him out, and I call this split guard. This, in my mind, is one of the best guards, both grappling-wise as well as self-defense / MMA-wise. Very difficult for the top person to do anything. Jonathan, can you hit me?
No, sir.
Please. No. Can you start to pass my guard easily? This hurts quite a bit. Jonathan's an old school black belt from Menzo Academy. I hate to do this to him, but this is a very powerful guard. Now, can you basically decide you don't like it, you want to reset, you want to go home?
No.
Can I go home? So offensively, defensively, this is an extremely strong guard, both from a grappling perspective as well as MMA perspective. I post usually the opposite leg on his hip, and now I trap it under my armpit. Jonathan, can you rip out your arm? It's very difficult. Very difficult. Now I will control the wrist to make sure he cannot punch me, or I can always go for a quick triangle. Okay? But as long, in a grappling context, a lot of times the guy's hands are going to be on your chest, and I swim, and I also, I'm back to split guard. Both feet on the hips, splitting his upper body into 2 parts, and very quick submissions. So again, he comes in the middle, My foot goes on the hip, I stretch him out, and this is done. So guys, we just went over what to do if you get taken down. If you cannot stop the takedown, I'm looking to either control the head and go into chokes, guillotines, anacondas, so forth. And if I cannot affect the choke, I will use that grip to sweep them. If they start shooting with the head in the middle where I no longer can wrap their head effectively, I will try to put them into split guard that you can see is very controlling and leads to either a very quick submission or a very quick reversal. Guys, if you like this video, please subscribe to the Budo Brothers channel, and you can also subscribe to mine. Everything I do can be found under Silver Fox BJJ, and we also have an instructional app. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this.